Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers, and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Somebody call Waggy me call.
This is madness, total madness.
Sunday, March 5th from 5 p.m. The National Stadium comes alive as Megaforce Promotion presents its first big event for 2023. March Madness Mega Bingo.
And you can win
A whopping $100,000 in cash.
Wait, is $100,000 you just said it?
Yes, $100K in cash could be yours. Tickets are $60 for one or $100 for two.
You gotta be mad to miss that.
Remember, Sunday, March 5th, National Stadium. Get ready for March Madness Mega Bingo.
This is madness, total madness.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Alrighty, and of course, we'd like to say welcome to one and all to another Mikey Live program. How are you doing today? I hope that you're good. You understand? You're well good. Yes, we want to say hello to the first-time viewers on the program. That's the first thing that we always do. Welcome our first-time viewers. For whatever reason that you have not been here before. Whoa. Small man. Anyway, you understand? I just put on the camera and realize small man don't make sure. Well, you know, when you're chilling it, so you know, I give small man like a thing before I come on the program, but small man tweeting and make sure like, yeah, I mean, anyway. Parenthood. So, you know, we always say hello to our first-time viewers, and of course, to the people who are here all the time. We call them the usual suspects. We want to say hello to you. Now, folks, let's talk about what's in the news for tonight. Now, what we're going to be telling you about, there's been more claims of a woman bathing with dogs in a dam that's used to distribute water, to catch water for distribution, for consumption by the people of St. David's. Yes. Government should be taking the lead to preserve jobs, says union leader as well. Boat at sea with 2 Vincies and 1 Grenadian on board, detained in Martinique with the discovery of cocaine. Now, these men were first reported missing from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. One of the loved ones there, one of their sisters, say, well, you know, the boat was supposed to reach in St. Martin, and they realized it's so many days, and they haven't heard from them, and they thought they were lost at sea. Turns out that they've been detained. We'll talk to you more about that in a moment. Vendors, again, they are pleading for help with the authorities with regards to facilities at the Market Square. And, of course, funds donated to Kayak Man. Of course, we'll talk to you about that in a while. We have quite a bit of things to tell you on the program tonight, so get comfortable. We'll have a good time. Folks, we have to let you know that the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Coates Grenada Limited, Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value IGA Supermarket Superb Distributors, and, of course, Infinite Contractors. Folks, we're taking a break, and when we come back, it could be real news in Ole Lili Lolo. Brace yourselves. We'll be back.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at you, basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
All right. How are you doing? Welcome. So, Olio, the first thing that we have to tell you about it, there's been word circulating in several quarters, and certainly also on social media, that the United States Department of Agriculture, that's USDA, has approved U.S. imports of fresh mangoes from Grenada. Well, we were not able to independently verify this one as yet, but that's what's been out there. The agency said it has determined the application of one or more designated phytosanitary measures will adequately mitigate the risk of introducing plant pests or weeds with mango imports from Grenada. All right. So if that pulls through, people, that's a big deal. We have mango, we have mango to spoil, and spoil it does. You understand? So that would be good. You know what I mean? Imagine the amount of mango we have here, we exporting mango just like we do nutmeg and thing and salsa. Boy. You understand? So let's see. We'll continue to follow this one, all right? We'll continue to follow this one. Oh, yeah. So we are moving on. So the next thing that we need to tell you about is that, let me see if I get a picture to show you on the business. Yeah, last night we had to yield to an official event that was taking place. You understand? We were prepared and ready to go, and then we were like, oh shoot, you understand? We couldn't, because I don't want people to say, think, how we are already. So we decided, as us just to be able to stay on the safe side, make sure that we give Grenadians the opportunity to view the opening ceremony last night. You understand? So we did that. Anyway, so Grenada's Foreign Minister Honorable Joseph Andal attended the 17th special meeting of the Council for Foreign and Community Relations, COFCOR, on Wednesday, February 15, on the sidelines of the 44th Regional Meeting of CARICOM Heads of Government, currently underway in Nassau, in the Bahamas. Now, the Ministers of Foreign Affairs will hold key engagements with the Food and Agriculture Organization, the European Union, and the United Arab Emirates, among others. Now, a strategic CARICOM United States dialogue was also held, which provided opportunities for foreign ministers to discuss matters of mutual importance. All right, now including the current situation in Haiti, regional security, food security, energy, finance, and setting the stage for further collaboration following the Summit of the Americas held last year in Los Angeles. At the bilateral level, Honorable Joseph Andal met with a South Korean delegation to discuss cooperation opportunities in the areas of renewable energy and coastal erosion. To this end, a South Korean delegation comprised of public and private sector representatives is expected to visit Grenada in late February. Additional bilateral meetings are scheduled with the United States, United Kingdom, and the European Union. Minister Andal is accompanied by Ms. Cyrilla Steele, who is a Foreign Service Officer, the second. All right. Now, what else we have to tell you? There's this, right? In the market, there seems to be another problem that's brewing there. We've got vendors who are calling for an upgrade, an urgent upgrade to the market. You understand? Now they are saying that the conditions are so deplorable and it's embarrassing. We have one of the users of the market who speaks of that.
No, well, for what I see that's going on here, I see that it looks like if we don't care about what's going on in this St. George's Market Square. Because this thing been going on for years now. For years we've been asking for an upgrade of the toilet. For years now we've been asking for an upgrade of the Market Square, and we're not seeing it coming through because I'm watching tourists coming off of the ships and they're asking me, where is the toilet? I'm embarrassed to tell them that they have to go over there into that building. They have a new toilet that they started to renovate, and up to now it can't open. Every time we be talking about that the Market Square is supposed to open and the vendors are supposed to come back in, up to now nothing has been done. So what we would like is for the people in authority to start doing their work. And their work is the uplifting of the St. George's Market Square. This is one of the main tourist attractions once you get off the ship. Everybody wants to come into the Market Square. And when they come to the Market Square, they want to use the toilet facilities. And you see what they look like.
I think. Yes, so we also have another vendor who is saying that immediate attention should be given to, yes, the toilet facility there.
I think the priority, in my opinion, now should be the bathroom. It's ridiculous that we have people come here and when they want to use a bathroom, you have to tell them maybe it's best that you go to the mall because the one here is. And I think there is a new bathroom facility there, but it's closed. There is, not like if there isn't a bathroom facility. There is a facility, but I don't know what happened. I don't know why they're not opening it up. But the one right now is really in dire. It needs serious attention. It's an embarrassment. I mean, like I don't even use it.
All right, and one vendor says that the building is a threat to lives, while another says it's simply unsanitary.
The building breaking, you kill people. You go kill us because whenever you crack there, you go kill people. When you walk in there, I tell you man that the other day, I say, why the building breaking? Let they come and take it away.
So far, in my opinion, based on this building been dilapidated for a very, very long time. And it's very hard because you remember the toilet they are using is downstairs. They open a brand new toilet, which is, for the time they open it, is not being used as yet. And there's older folks who actually use the washroom and go into there. And if you look at that condition, it's very hard for the older folks. In case it decide to collapse, they cannot even make a move to run anyway. You know, a younger person might be able to move, but with the older folks that use that washroom, and based on the washroom is very unsanitary.
Okay, we are moving on. Now, the president of the Grenada Technical and Allied, the Grenada Trade Union Council, Andre Lewis, is also from the Technical and Allied Workers Union. He's weighing in on the situation regarding the future of the workers at the Marketing and National Importing Board. He said while he understands the need to reconstruct the entity due to the allegations of mismanagement and misappropriation of funds, he is concerned that not much has been done as it relates to the preservation of jobs.
Government as one of the largest employer, not one of the largest employer. I didn't get a feel that enough has been done with the mindset of preserving jobs. We know that the union has been engaged in discussions with the government. My information from the union is that up to about 2 weeks ago, they were confident that no worker was going to lose their jobs. But we have seen things taken a turn in a particular direction. It's a difficult period because if it is 70 plus workers, 70 times 5, let's say an average of 5 families, that's about 350, the farmers. But if I were to zero in on the workers, it is one thing to hear and be told that you will lose your job through no fault of yours.
Now, according to Lewis, government should be taking the lead to preserve jobs given its social mandate.
Many times we fight in the private sector to get reorganizations done while preserving jobs, and we are hardly successful. One will expect that government, given its social responsibility, will do everything in its power to preserve jobs. And therefore, one get the feeling that enough thought have not been given to the preservation of jobs.
Okay, that's Andre Lewis, who is the president of the Trade Union Council, also the TAU. Now, he believes the interests of the employees should be leading the negotiations of the public-private partnership that the government intends to pursue.
The state, if it is going into a public-private partnership, can put systems in place from day one, which as part of the terms and conditions of this public-private partnership is that, look, I have 40, I have 50, I have 60, I have 80, I have 35 workers that are part of the package. Are you following me? Because it's about negotiations. And the fact that there is talk about a public-private partnership, one would expect that there must be something in the making. I do not believe that the state or the government will make a decision as it has done now without knowing that come September there will be an entity. And if there will be an entity, you ought to be in a position to preserve jobs of those who want to go over.
Right. Now, during a recent press briefing, Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell indicated that although the MNIB will be dissolved in the coming months, there will be an opportunity for the workers to apply, those who qualify, to the new entity. Now, the trade union leader, Andre Lewis, again also weighed in on a document that's currently in circulation on social media purporting to be from the MNIB regarding a request for a list of workers who are in favor of voluntary separation or termination. As such, list should provide yes, that list should have been provided within a specific period of time, which was very short. According to Lewis, the date reflected on the document does not give the workers sufficient time to make a life-altering decision.
What I find interesting is that it is dated February the 15th, that's yesterday, all right? And something seemed not to be making sense, as though this operation is botched. Yes? Because if that is what I will expect to be part of the discussions. And the 15th to the 16th, these are decisions that one do not make lightly. And therefore workers would need to have known very early the options that they would have before them. And if that is the case, and if there is a genuine rethink as to the impact that the mandatory termination of the workers will have on the workers, right? And on the family and on the wider society, this is an opportunity to push back the date.
All right. Now, he believes the document was not meant to be scrutinized by the public. However, given its contents, it appears to be erroneous.
But what is also noticeable, I do not know if this ought to have gone to the employees or gone to the public, because it is addressed to all employees, subject voluntary separation. But listen to it says, dear supervisor. So it is a memo to all employees, but it is addressing supervisors. And so something is not matching here. It could be an error, and I don't see any reason to believe otherwise. I think it is all part of what appears to be possibly a botched approach to managing, and it might be the contradictions that is taking place within the state, within the government, as to the conflict of wanting to have a human approach to dealing with workers.
It is my pleasure this evening, after a grueling Saturday night fundraising for Mr. Martin John, better known as Jeremiah.
This is another story that we are moving into. Now, you will find that a long-standing and popular Shakespeare mass player, Martin John, better known as Jeremiah, he was the recipient of a donation of funds to the tune of $2,640, which was raised by friends of John to assist him with some of these expenses. All right, a chopping incident earlier this year left him unable to work. Popular guy up there. A brief handover ceremony was held, and Bob Adams, a former chairperson of the Carnival Committee, shared some brief remarks as you've started hearing.
And at this juncture, I want to thank Heather Adams and Roy Adams for all the hard work they have done and helped to make this a reality and a success on Saturday night. As everyone would know and understand, or a lot of people would know and understand, that our friend and brother Jeremiah was hurt a few weeks ago, very badly. And this ceremony that we are having here is to present him with a check that was well received on Saturday night. And at this juncture, I want to present Jeremiah with a check for $2,640.
Now, as you can see, he's still nursing that injury, or those injuries to his body, particularly his face. Again, he was a victim of a chopping incident that you would see almost claimed his life. Now, Adams thanked members of the public who supported the cause.
I say thank you, thank you, thank you a million times. I'll be on Kayak Radio to thank everyone thank the general public on Kayak Radio. Within the next few days, I have...
Okay, no problem. Now, upon receiving the funding, John gave some brief remarks.
As I said, I want to say, I thank the Bob for having this fundraising for me, and the Quarter Train band, and all the people that support me. I thank them very much. All the people over the world that support me well, thank you very much. Anyway, God is good.
Yes.
I'm
all the
alive today, thank God.
And
yes, and he is alive today. Folks, one of the troubling stories that we will be telling you about is of claims made by the public of a woman who continues to bathe with her dogs at a dam in St. David. Well, we all know what a dam is. It collects water to be sent to a purification center or area before distributing to the general public for consumption. Well, this first came to light last year. And we are now in 2023. And we are still talking about this. Folks, I ain't making it up. I ain't making it up. A woman, a Caucasian woman, they allege, goes up early in the morning with her dogs, fleas and ticks and all these things, and take a bath in the water that is likely to be consumed by people of St. David.
It's a Caucasian resident in Providence. She has a lot of dogs and all kinds of animals. Nawasa knew of it because reports were made by certain folks in St. David's in the Ashington area. She takes her dogs and carry them up to the dam, and she bathes in the dam with her dogs. And that water is piped through huge pipes to Ashington Propagating Station, where a purification process is undertaken. She was warned of this sometime last year, but she persists in carrying her dogs there on mornings. One of my workers, who's now permanently in Cocody Mountain in Providence, has seen her for the past week every morning going up to the dam.
Are you joking? What is that? Are you joking that? That should have been somewhere else. Why are we talking about that in the news? I find that not news. That should never make news. The woman know how to make news, not that. I find we slack. Come on, man. Come on, that's serious business we're talking about. That's serious, man. What all the matter? Get two fellas and go up there and meet you, man. So how about all the lazy, so all the guy get up in the morning? I don't believe that. You can't be right. Not can't be, Mikey, that's fake news, man. According to the attorney, the issue has been brought to the attention of Nawasa since last year.
Last year, Nawasa knew of this since last year. I spoke to the deputy chairman of Nawasa board of directors this morning. I sent him a copy of the report that I made to the police through my worker, who's been monitoring the situation and can speak to the fact. Unfortunately, we couldn't take, I don't have a picture because she goes up quite early, and by the time he gets up to organize himself, she's coming down with all these dogs packed in the car.
Yeah, to SSU. I don't play no more at all. Next story. Next story. If I use, good thing I doesn't drink pipe water. But what I'm saying, that's not a problem for the police. In fact, that's not even a problem for the police. Watch now, them police could just sit down and relax. That's not a problem for that's a problem for the community. Any anybody in St. David's. And two fellas, go up there and meet the woman. Go up there and meet the woman. Community policing. Officers don't bother respond. That's a community problem, not even the because I don't want to know if I know for sure this thing happening with the water that I drinking, I'm gonna take care of myself. That's a small thing. That the police problem to fix. That are the police problem to fix. That are Nawasa problem to fix. That are the government problem to fix. That is a problem for the community to fix. 2, 3 fellas. Story done. I ain't see why we making mama guy over the next story. I ain't see why we have to be talking about that on news. Oh, that's off. Bathing with dog in the water while you're drinking. Get up in the morning and make a cocoa tea. Yeah, I mean, and make something with dog water. All joking that. All to slack. Only politics all know in Grenada. Only politics all about for. Only that all about for. If I used to drink water, pipe water, me alone I go in the I go. And I know bad. You understand? This politics. Something so serious. We're still talking about it from since last year to now. Yeah, like a picnic in the house, like a child in the house, you make a little warm water for the child to drink, and like a hot water tea before they go to school, like a picnic and them, and dog water. By all the snacks, somebody. First politics, you're right here. First politics, you're right here. You're right here. Somebody said that utter slackness. Slackness in the highest degree. Slackness in the highest degree. I'm talking about the woman right now. I forget the woman already. We are blaming. Caucasian woman bathing in the water that them people in St. David's drinking. Ha! Joke. That is not the story I should be telling tonight. Yeah, I mean, I ain't advocating nothing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't advocating nothing. That's not the story I should be reading tonight. First politics. Anyway, let's talk politics here, Papa. The move by immigration officials here, sending back a group of 15 Haitian nationals, 15, who arrived here last Sunday from Trinidad and Tobago, doesn't sit well with Member for Parliament Peter David. You understand? Head of the Immigration Department, Superintendent Leroy Joseph, says the group, comprising 7 women and 8 men, ranging between the ages of 20 to 40 young people, man, had arrived here as tourists. They were denied entry and sent packing back to their port of embarkation. That's in the Twin Island Republic. Now, the public's view is that the group may have been fleeing Haiti, you understand, from persecution on account of the country's instability caused by poor economic and political and other situations that's happening there. Haiti has been unstable for years, crying for so killing. How can they go and kidnapping in church, and how can I be this? School children, they're going to school, and how can I be this now? You understand? So the perception is that they are fleeing from their country to seek some sort of refuge here in Grenada. However, Joseph says the group had not sought refugee status or political asylum, but noted that the Haitian nationals would be a burden on the public budget. That's a term that was used. You understand? Now, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell noted that the immigration officers, during their normal routine checks, were able to ascertain that the Haitians would have been a charge on the public purse if they were permitted to enter into the state. Peter David said, well, you know, that's not the way to go. You understand? The officials at the airport thought that, hey, them people don't have no means. When they say they are tourists, yes, but when you check them out and thing, you do that, check that, you know, they have no means of sustaining themselves. You understand? So, they cannot be kept here. You understand? Some are of the view that, well, we had no choice but to follow the protocol, while others say that, hey, that's not who we are as a people. That's not who we are as a people. We treat people in a different kind of way. People come to us just as though if something happens like Ivan and thing, and we needed help. We went other places, other countries were willing to take us. Similarly, we should be extending that kind of courtesy to a fellow country of the region. But then one can argue we do not want to open that can of worms. Because if we are seen as a country that is so, what should I say, lenient on refugees, then everybody will just come running in. That might be the fear. That you do not want to create an open can of worms, maybe. You understand? I'm not in a position, so I can't say. I'm just, looking at it from both sides. What would you have done? What would you have done if you were in charge? We know you're not in charge. What would you have done if you were left with the decision to make? Of allowing them to be here and we're taking care of them. 15 of them. And sending them back. What would you do? Y'all want me to put up something on the screen? A long time we don't do that. But it's one of the things that people are talking about. You understand? I'm putting it up. You understand? I'm putting it up on the screen. Look on the screen now. All right, so we want to see if you were in a position to make a decision on these individuals, what would you have done? Accept them or send them back? We are going to leave the poll running for about 60 seconds. All right, so you can put your thing on the screen. It's now on your computer, on your phone. What would you have done if the decision was yours to make? Oh Lord, I see I have a typo. Anyway, you know what I mean. Jana! I see I have a typo. Y'all ignore the type. Ignore, I was typing while I, thing. So ignore the spelling. All right. And then you could just press back and it's going to disappear from the screen and you'll be able to see the results of the poll. So we have quite a few of you responding. So far, we have 37% says accept them. And, 39 says accept them. And 61 says send them back. So we are having here that the majority of persons who are responding to this is saying that it's best to send them back. All right. So I guess as much that's where we are trending for now. 39% says accept them, and 45%, sorry, 39% says accept them, 61% says send them back. All right. So I guess as much we're going to keep it rolling. So Peter David says that they don't think that was the right decision to make. All right, but based on the people who are responding here to this question, we have the majority of persons here are saying to send them back. Okay. Oh yeah, we moving on. So, it was circulating yesterday that there was a boat with 2 Vincentians and 1 Grenadians headed for St. Martin that was missing. One of the family members said, well, you know what? They were supposed to arrive already. We're not hearing from them. So she raised the alarm on one of the assistants. You understand? They left Canoan, destined for St. Martin last week. And it was not heard of since. So, of course, people start to panic and thing. You know, according to reports, it was a Grenadian registered vessel. You understand? It's a 46-foot long wooden Grenadian registered vessel. You understand? So that concerned sister notified the authorities in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, notified the Grenada Coast Guard that the 2 Vincentians and that 1 Grenadian on that vessel are possibly lost at sea. She sounded the alarm and wanted people to look out for them. Oh yeah. So since the report started circulating, the news broke after that that the boat MV Minerva had set sail to St. Martin with the 2 Vincentians and a Grenadian on board last Wednesday had been detained in Martinique. And that's according to reports coming from Martinique. Now it's been alleged that there was a discovery aboard that vessel of some 450 kilos of cocaine on board. You understand? Of course, those were reports. We're not there, so we couldn't independently verify that either. But that's reports coming from St. Martin. We, of course, will continue to follow this development as time progresses. I know we have other things to tell you about, but one of the things that I've observed here is that we are, in fact, running out of time. So take a little break, drink a little water on the program, and then we go come back. When we come back, we have things, we have real thing too. We have national report for you, and we also have the weather for you. So we take a little break now, man. You can't get running around, so we have to take a break too. I feel as if all I want to go up by the dam, we going in. I don't have a problem getting up early, get up about 4 o'clock and make sure I go up there and I don't miss nothing. I mean, one man thing. Anyway, all the real slack. So mouth warriors and keyboard badger. Man, people bathing in water with dog. And we talking about our news. We slack. And we're telling all them, we slack. We had to stop there. I'm coming back.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers, and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Allied Laboratories welcomes you. You can find us here on Gladstone Road in Grenville, in the building next to Calico, on the second floor, adjacent to Dr. Isaac's office. Or you can find us here on Grand Main Road, adjacent to South Winds, opposite the entrance of XL Plaza. Contact our Grenville branch at 410-3488 or 419-1588 or send us an email at alliedlabgrenville@gmail.com. You can contact our Grand Anse branch at 403-3488 or 404-3488 or send us an email at alliedlabstgeorge@gmail.com.
Fit for life and Allied Laboratories. We're taking care of Grenada.
Somebody call Waggy because
this is madness, total madness.
Sunday, March 5th from 5 p.m. The National Stadium comes alive as Megaforce Promotion presents its first big event for 2023. March Madness Mega Bingo.
And you can win
a whopping $100,000 in cash.
Wait, is $100,000 you just said it?
Yes, $100K in cash could be yours. Tickets are $60 for one or $100 for two.
You gotta be mad to miss that.
Remember, Sunday, March 5th, National Stadium. Get ready for March Madness Mega Bingo.
This is madness, total madness.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
For your education.
for your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the communal. Contact us today.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at you, basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
Batteries. All roads lead to Quality Services Limited for the best deals on batteries for all applications: cars, SUVs, pickups, buses, medium and heavy duty trucks, construction equipment, generators, boats and more. European made with the highest amps and comes with a 12 months warranty. Yes, you heard it right. 1 year with the best quality and price. Quality Services Limited for the best deals on batteries. First left of the Lansopines Road. Call 444-4323 or WhatsApp 410-8070 or 405-7010. Quality Services Limited for all batteries.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Canadian Prime Minister and CARICOM leaders discuss renewal of CARICOM Canada Trade Program. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report.
The CARICOM Carnival Committee presents Majestic Thursday. Majestic Thursday on February 16th at the Hillsborough Recreation Ground, 8 p.m. sharp. Come out in your numbers as 6 beauties will vie for the coveted crown. Marsha Blair, Miss Baltazar Grenada. Kiana Thomas, Miss Bogle. Kenesha Kojo, Miss BBH. Brianna Primus, Miss Six Roads. Michaela Gregg, Miss Pitty Martinique. And Renaya Alexander, Miss Lester. Admission, $40. Showtime, 8 p.m. Remember, it's Majestic Thursday, February 16th, 8 p.m. at the Hillsborough Recreation Ground.
Welcome back. With the details to the news for Thursday, February 16th, 2023, I am Sherian Noel. CARICOM member countries could once again have duty-free access to the Canadian market for most commodities by the end of 2023. The announcement was made by Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau at the 44th CARICOM Heads of Government meeting in the Bahamas. He said this will fall under the umbrella of the 1985 CARIBCAN trade program. CARIBCAN seeks to enhance Commonwealth Caribbean trade and export earnings, improve the trade and economic development prospects of the region, promote new investment opportunities, and encourage enhanced economic integration and cooperation. Prime Minister Trudeau said Canada is looking to renew the waiver from the World Trade Organization. Trade has been listed on the agenda of the Heads of Government meeting in light of the reduction in overseas markets as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Canada is seeking a renewal of its waiver from the World Trade Organization for our CARIBCAN trade program to ensure that goods from the region can continue to enter Canada duty-free belong 2023. CARIBCAN was first announced by Canada at this same meeting in Nassau in 1985, so it's only fitting that we renew that pledge today.
In other news from the CARICOM summit, Bahamian Prime Minister Philip Davis says the region has much to contribute towards solving critical international issues, but warned that only through collaboration positive results will be achieved. He made the statement during his welcome address as host Prime Minister at the official opening of the CARICOM meeting on Wednesday. CARICOM leaders are discussing major issues affecting the region, such as the CARICOM single market and economy, food security, climate change, climate finance, and the ongoing economic and political unrest in Haiti, among others. Prime Minister Davis is optimistic that by taking a collaborative approach to deal with each of these issues, the region will obtain more benefits and respect from the international community.
By working together, we show that we are not powerless. I have no doubt that in joining our voices last year to present an agreed position at COP27, we helped to influence the shift in position relating to loss and damage arising from the impact of climate change. There's also genius amongst us. The Bridgetown Initiative, which proposes reforms to the global financial architecture, is a shining example of how this region has much to contribute to solving critical international issues. Investment and cooperation in education, infrastructure, food and energy security will help to support our collective national development. For all the losses and havoc wrought by the COVID-19 pandemic, it did teach us valuable lessons about what's important and about what we need to do to save lives and livelihoods.
He challenged his colleagues to remember the many occasions when countries took individual decisions to plead a cause with no success. He said regional growth, development, and investments are guaranteed with collaboration.
Whether the issues are old or new, in order to make lasting progress, we must address and promote our narrow national self-interest firmly within the framework of the interests of us all. None of us will be safe until we are all safe. None of us will develop sustainably or securely if we leave our neighbors behind. None of us will truly prosper if our resources are forever taxed by the poverty and instability of those nearby. Going it alone will not work.
The heads of government meeting will conclude on Friday, February 17th. Grenada's Foreign Minister Honorable Joseph Andal attended the 17th special meeting of the Council for Foreign and Community Relations on Wednesday, February 15th, on the sidelines of the 44th regular meeting of CARICOM heads of government currently underway in Nassau, the Bahamas. Minister of Foreign Affairs will hold key engagements with the Food and Agriculture Organization, the European Union, and the United Arab Emirates, amongst others. A strategic CARICOM United States dialogue was also held, which provided opportunities for foreign ministers to discuss matters of mutual importance, including the current situation in Haiti, regional security, food security, energy, finance, and setting the stage for further collaboration following the Summit of the Americas held last year in Los Angeles. At a bilateral level, Honorable Joseph Andal met with the South Korean delegation to discuss cooperation opportunities in the areas of renewable energy and coastal erosion. To this end, the South Korean delegation, comprised of public and private sector representatives, is expected to visit Grenada in late February. Additional bilateral meetings are scheduled with the United States, United Kingdom, and the European Union. Minister Andal is accompanied by Ms. Cyrilla Steele, Foreign Service Officer. This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Mozo, where you there? The trouble is wrong, guy.
The Carrico Carnival Comedy presents Fantastic Friday, February 17th, from 9 p.m. as 11 Zuka stars comes up against the defending monarch, Mozo. Fantastic Friday. Killer Bee, Silver Bullet, Shonda, Black Blingers, Flavor, DZX, Super, Flying Flint, Tonic X, Casey and Kayak Prince, Papa Lindy, KJ and Mirage, with Young 20 on standby. Tickets cost $40 or you pay more at the door. Hillsborough Recreation Ground is the venue for Fantastic Friday. Ticket outlets, Alexis Food Stores, Alice Dream Supermarket, Malik Shopping Windward, and Terrence Logan, PT Martinique, Friday, February 17th. Fantastic Friday, Bacchanal City. Going wrong.
Welcome back. A team from the World Pediatric Project is on island conducting a series of neonatal training at hospitals and health facilities for nurses and doctors. The training, which focuses on improving newborn outcomes in the Eastern Caribbean, started at the Princess Royal Hospital in Carriacou on Monday and is scheduled to conclude on Friday on mainland at the General Hospital. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Carriacou and Spiti Martinique Affairs, Javon Williams, commended the U.S. team on the timely training as government places more emphasis on improving access and service delivery within the health sector. He encouraged nurses both in Carriacou and on the mainland to welcome the opportunity to increase their knowledge and skills for more positive outcomes within their profession.
As medical people, we all know that the first 4 weeks of a newborn is most paramount. You can have a newborn healthy, and thereafter you have problems. Or you can have a newborn with some slight issues. But what do we do and how we do it determines the type of young child or adult we're going to have in the future. So the more knowledge we can impact for neonatal care is the better in the long run the society can be. So I want to thank the US team. They've been here over in the past, but we know the situation for a while. We didn't have the pediatric team here, and for being here now and starting the training in Carriacou, you know how important it is for the ministry.
Nurses and doctors at the Princess Alice Smart facility at Maribo also benefited from the training. Ground technicians attached to the Ministry of Sports on Thursday received new equipment to execute their jobs in a more efficient manner. Minister for Sports Honorable Ron Redhead presented the ground technicians with 2 lawnmowers and 2 blowers during a brief handover ceremony at the Roy St. John playing field in Tantine. Minister Redhead is confident the upgrading equipment will improve on the quality of service they now provide in field maintenance.
The ministry has ground staff separate and apart from contractors who do field maintenance. And what we are trying to do is to beef up their capacity. So the blowers, you're seeing drive mows, we're getting 16 weed eaters as well to help beef up what they can do. This is a sports season and we need to ensure that we have the right tools and capacity to execute and get the job done. But more so, it's a part of our own vision. When we came in, what we met, we thought that we had to improve on it. And improvements didn't mean just slashing people off, but what it meant was to increase and enhance as we went along. So we did our necessary homework, and of course it took some time, but during the sports season, having to do that upgrade, so to speak, and also managing the sports season, it was a challenge. Nonetheless, we were able to overcome, and finally we're here.
The mowers, Minister Redhead says, will be used throughout the country. However, there will be a process by which communities can make the request for use of the equipment.
What we did now is to appoint supervisors for the groundsmen. In the past, there were 2 supervisors just looking at fields. What we're doing now is to say that we have 4 supervisors managing the workers, in addition to putting out the schedule to go to clean the fields, to manage how we maintain it, etc. So not in a vai-que-vai approach or manner, but to do it in an organized structure to ensure that the work that they are doing is coordinated and organized. So it's not going to be something that the community can readily access. It will come through the ministry, but through the ground staff and the supervisors for the various zones.
Chevron Cato received the equipment on behalf of the grounds technicians.
It's very important given our situation before with lack of equipment, and having these lawnmowers now is very important. They make our work easier, more efficient, and get it done quicker in that sense. When the mower is done, the guys have to use weed eaters, which is challenging for them because look at the size of the field. It's tremendous, and to use weed eater to cut a whole field, workload, strain some of the guys back and stuff like that. So with the lawnmower now, driving will make it much easier for us to use and execute our work easier, faster, more efficiently.
Minister Redhead says his ministry will also procure additional equipment for the staff in the coming months. And finally in the news, the Ministry of Agriculture is taking steps to create plans to improve the lives and livelihood of sector-dependent farmers, while encouraging more young people to get involved in agriculture and agro-processing. Plans are in place to put the Maribo Farm School at the epicenter of its programs as it aims to boost local food production. A team from the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Fisheries and Cooperatives, including Minister with responsibility for Agriculture and Lands, Fisheries and Cooperatives, Senator Adrian Thomas, Permanent Secretary Aaron Francois, and Chief Vet and Livestock Officer Dr. Cayman Cummins, met with staff and workers at the Maribor facility on Wednesday. The visit was held to get buy-in and to better understand the initiatives of the school and the potential that it has to improve education and empowerment. Samuel Andrew is head of the campus. He says the visit was an important one that can improve Grenada's agriculture sector.
I think it's a very important visit and it's much welcome because we have the minister here today, Honorable John Thomas, and then we have the PS as well, Francois. So this speaks well. I mean, I feel very good to know that they can take the time to engage us and to look at ways in which we can project the campus as a center of excellence for agriculture and agribusiness. So I'm very, happy that they came here today to visit us.
The Maribor Farm School is utilized by Year 2 students of the T.A. Marshall Community College as a hands-on training site. And with that story, come to the end of the National Report for Thursday, February 16, 2023. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Sherry Ann Noel, thanking you for viewing.
Well, thank you very much, Sherry Ann, and the rest of the GIS news team. We now take a look at the weather. What we can tell you is that the weather for tonight is expected to be generally fair and windy, with an increase in cloudiness around midnight with occasional showers. Now, tonight's minimum temperature goes back to 22.5 degrees Celsius. Winds northeasterly to easterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas moderate to rough with waves 6 to 8 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. And you would like to know that a marine advisory is in effect. Also, for Friday, we can tell you that the weather is expected to be partly cloudy and windy, becoming cloudy at times in the morning, with possible showers becoming fair during the afternoon. Now we are max temperature 30 degrees Celsius and a minimum 23. Winds northeasterly to easterly at 13 to 23 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas rough with waves up to 9 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. So again, a marine advisory will be in effect for tomorrow, God's willing. And so that's it. We want to say hello to the folks who are currently on YouTube. We have quite a bit of you on YouTube tonight, so we say hello to you. Mabel, it's Clovey, Suzanne, Caron. Also, we have Glenora. We have, quite a bit of you on there, so we're saying hello to you, all right? Everyone on YouTube, the big scream, we call them. All right, and those of you who are on Facebook, before we go to who's on Facebook, we just going to go back to the poll because it's still being displayed, and we can tell you that 30% of the respondents say that they should be accepted, while 70 says that they should not have been accepted. We are now displaying the results on your screen. Again, so you can see 30% says accept them, while 70% says send them back. Okay, so we are now going into our chat, and let me see who's there. All the people who are currently there, blessings to you. We have Meryl, my sister. We have Ansha, we have Ezra, and we have Clovey. It's Clovey. We have Claire, Barbara, Zaka, Miriam, Eunice, Praise and Worship, Adonna, the usual, Kiwin, Shireen, Java, and the sharing committee. Everyone there, hello to you. Diana, Mikey, one last. Yesterday I said hi to my mom. I said hi to my mom yesterday. Mom and Lintona on the big screen, hello to you, all right? Pingling, hello to you. Yvonne, hello to you. Barbara, hello. And not like yesterday, the last program I had, because we didn't do one yesterday. The last program I had, I said hi to Mom. And every night I do. Glenda, how are you? Yeah, so everybody, take care of yourselves and your family. May God bless you and keep you. I hope to see you, Patty, and all the others, Velma I hope to see Vicky. I hope to see you all on the program tomorrow. Celine, I hope to see every one of you on the program tomorrow, okay? So take care, Angel. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, Ja! No! Have a good one. Take care, everyone.